Time to talk about marketing. So you have no conflicts? Good. You have a plan, expectations? Also good. But the phone is not ringing. That's bad. You are a specialist and you have your day job, but no lawyer has offered you a job yet as an expert consultant or witness. Well, it's not going to happen without some proactive effort on your part. Marketing requires a professional CV. Your marketing techniques will require a solid CV, and CV stands for curriculum vitae, formerly known as a resume. Attorneys prefer to call it a CV, so we will do just that. In this section, I'll cover the key elements that you should include in your CV. Many of these things are obvious, such as your name and your contact information. Also, your educational background. In chronological order, you should list universities or colleges attended, the degrees earned, and any other unique scholastic accomplishments. You should include any awards earned, and in all cases, list the dates. You should include your work experience. List your jobs in reverse chronological order, with your recent work experience listed first. If there are any gaps that exist in the chronology, you should be prepared to explain why you were not working during a particular time period. Generally, your work history defines the roles you have played in industry or government. It should suggest growing experience, responsibility, and breadth of knowledge. Other things to include in your CV may not be as obvious, but still remain valuable. For example, you should list any professional certifications, licenses, or any other credentials that you hold. Even though, for example, I do not sell real estate, I did study the subject, I did pass an examination to receive a credential as a real estate broker. This actually helped me to land a law case that involved computers in a real estate litigation. Including my black belt certification in jiu-jitsu on my CV also helped me once to land a large case. In that case, interestingly, the lawyers felt confident that I could calmly resist aggressive attorneys on the other side during cross-examination. You never know what these credits are going to result. You should also include membership in any professional organization in your field, such as the American Medical Association. You should list each organization's name, along with any special responsibilities you may have had in the organization, as well as the date on which you first joined. Also, include other professional activities, such as articles or books that you have written, patents that you might own, or workshops and classes that you have developed or taught. You may have skills that are in unrelated fields. Those skills may or may not be licensed or certified. These could include special awards, community service, or government service. But do not list what you did in high school. But then again, do not dismiss the potential value of activities that you have learned as an adult. My key tactic here would be that the structure of your CV, especially its length, is important. An expert witness must be both precise and concise. You should condense your experience into one page, perhaps 2 pages at most. People can always ask you for more information, and you can say more on the telephone or on the witness stand. If you do have other services that you offer to clients, you should create a brochure that contains all of this additional information. Some CVs focus on the chronology of your experience or your certifications. Of course, you could organize your CV to emphasize the logical nature of your background, with sections for industry experience, academic experience, research, and development. I use both approaches in my CV. Some attorneys use chronology, and others look for skill sets. Merging both with a little bit of restructuring on the page offers something of value to the general mix of attorneys. They may only spend 5 or 10 seconds looking at your CV in print to decide whether to call you. Let them quickly see the key interests sections. In my case, my CV does have a second page because I have written 30 books and starred in more than 25 training videos and DVDs. Just listing them required an entire page. But beyond books and video, presentations are respected because they demonstrate your ability to speak confidently in public. If you have published articles in books, magazines, or journals, you should cite them as well. You could include these as part of a second page in your CV. If they are extensive, you could also include them on a page of your website. Your CV itself should not list all your cases unless you have only a couple or few cases. Such a list can itself help to promote you after you have been retained several times. You can include a more extensive list on your website or have it available in printed form, or both. It should show the number of cases in which you have been retained, whether the plaintiff or the prosecution or the defense retained you, a brief description of each case, and the categories, subjects involved, such as computer forensics or copyright infringement. My list also indicates the year of the case and the location by country or state. I avoid including precise case identifiers or the law firms involved or the parties to each case. That's just too much information to put on the public record. First, I don't want those attorneys to be bothered without my knowledge for requests for references. And second, if a prospective new attorney is interested in one of my listed cases, he can always ask me about it.